Welcome, Boo Believers. Excuse me. Sorry, just took a hit of the vape right before going live, and here we are. It's another day, another week in horror. Happy Monday, everybody. I need to get a little closer over here to this side, get centered. Yeah, there we go. Happy Monday. Welcome to Deadsville Horror Talk. We are here again 3 times this week. I'm still getting a lot of editing work done, so it's going to be Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Maybe a special episode somewhere in there with Steph Infection live one night at the 8 p.m. time slot. We'll see how the week shakes out. We're going to try and see Imaginary this week, so we will have a review soon for Imaginary. So hang in there. I'm going to jump to the chat real quick. We have Dan Dye checking in, and who else is with us today? I saw Anthony Noble was watching. Welcome, fellas. And I know we have, we'll turn that down. Volume's working. That's always nice. And on Kick, we have Barbara Dawson. Hi, Barbara. Thanks for tuning in on Kick. We are now live on Facebook and YouTube and Kick and Twitch. So you can watch us on any one of those streaming platforms when we go live. And then I need to get better about uploading the replays to Spotify so you guys can catch up on some of this stuff on the replay and on Spotify and other places where you get podcasts, because it's a live podcast, right? I'm podcasting every day pretty much here. So, yeah, we got some news today. Horror heads, boo believers, fiends, whatever you want to call yourselves. Before we get to it, a little bit about me. I am Deadsville director Ronin James. I've been a stuntman for over 20 years. You can follow my exploits on imdb and see all the things that I've worked on under the name Jae Greene, Jaegreene. I've most recently worked as stunt coordinator on a horror movie called Stalked. Starred a bunch of genre icons such as Heather Langenkamp and Katie Sarafay, and who else was on there? Bill Oberst Jr., and Andrew Divoff, the Wishmaster. There was quite the star-studded cast. So that one is in post-production now. Another one that I worked on recently, they just dropped a trailer for. Excuse me as I get some cat hair off of Ash here. But yes, they just dropped a trailer for another movie I worked on maybe 1.5 years, 2 years ago up in the Pocono Mountains called The Fetus. And you can check out the trailer. It's on YouTube and Facebook and other places. You can follow The Fetus movie on Facebook. That one stars Bill Moseley Jr., who I have worked with multiple times now, and also got to work with the awesome Lauren Lavera. Lauren Lavera, a.k.a. Sienna from Terrifier 2 and Terrifier 3 fame. So there's some pictures on my page you can check out. And yeah, check out the trailer for it and stay tuned because there's going to be a release date for The Fetus soon. I believe it is coming this year. So yeah, Bill Moseley and Lauren Lavera, quite the team up. All right, make sure you like, subscribe, follow, hit the bell, all that good stuff that we need you to do here in social media land. I'm going to jump to some horror news here, and we got plenty of it. We'll go through a few things, but first we'll jump to this one from a Monster Mania. So there's some Monster Mania news that is the docket today. Let me bring up our screen share here. Bear with me, guys. And as we see, this comes to us via Bloody Disgusting about 3 hours ago. One of Clive Barker's final convention appearances will be at New Jersey's Monster Mania in August. So, yeah, one of the last chances to meet. If you haven't met Clive Barker yet and you're a con goer and fan, it looks like Clive Barker, one of Clive's final convention appearances, will be at New Jersey's Monster Mania. Now, we just came from Monster Mania in New Jersey at Cherry Hill not long ago, so it was like a week ago. So let's check this one out. This is written by John Squires. He writes, we told you earlier this month that horror legend Clive Barker is leaving the convention scene behind to focus entirely on his writing, with various upcoming projects in the works. A series of final appearances from Barker will begin at Days of the Dead Chicago this month, and we've learned that Barker will also be coming to Monster Mania in New Jersey. Clive Barker will be signing at Monster Mania 59 in Cherry Hill, New Jersey, which runs from August 2nd to August 4th, 2024. Stay tuned for more info from the convention. And the convention, the Monster Mania 58 that we just went to at the same Cherry Hill location was packed. It had Sam Raimi there, and it was tough getting around on Saturday. It's one thing that drives me nuts about the cons. Sometimes the layout isn't well thought out, and you wind up with log jams around every corner just trying to get through people. It can be infuriating. I don't really go in and do the meet and greet stuff too much unless it's somebody that I will never get a chance to meet, which Clive Barker might be one of them. I've been a Clive Barker fan since I was young, read some of his books, watched all his movies. Obviously big Hellraiser fan, and I have never met him. Never worked on one of his movies, never met him in person, nothing like that. So, yeah, maybe I'll be going to Monster Mania 59 and shaking hands with Clive Barker. We'll see. So, all right. Barker's official statement earlier this month explained, "It's time to focus entirely on writing. I'm not stopping public events because I've lost delight in meeting you all over the years. I'm as passionate as ever about sharing my imagination with readers and moviegoers around the world. In the very room where I'm writing these words, I have the manuscripts for a very large number of projects, 31 of them. Some very close to completion, others still telling themselves. There are some wild projects in this collection of works. Whether close to finished or done, there are also stories that you all knew I would be finishing. Aberrat 4 and 5 are amongst the books at my feet," he continued. "So is the third and final book of the art and the sequel to The Thief of Always. There are always return visits to characters and mythologies you may have thought I would never return to. I hope I am still able to surprise you in the decades ahead." And Monster Mania convention posted 4 hours ago from Clive Barker and his management. "We are happy to continue these final convention appearances with a stop at Monster Mania Cherry Hill. This will continue to give fans and admirers that one last opportunity to meet Clive in person at a convention and get their memorabilia signed." So there you have it, Boo Believers. Clive Barker, his final convention appearances will include New Jersey. So what do you think? Our locals, are you guys going to go check out, go see Clive Barker? You're going to go meet Clive? Let me close that. We don't need that up yet. There we go. That's better. Now you can see me. What do you guys think? I might go, I might have to meet Clive. I've been a fan, never met him. I might have to do. I really wasn't. I mean, cons are cool and all, but I don't really make it a point to go to them. But yeah, maybe this one, last chance to meet Clive Barker. So, all right. Well, there you go. If you are in the area, you're going to check it out. You're a Monster Mania fan. You're a con goer. Are you going to be trying to meet Clive Barker at a con? Are you going to go and try and get some memorabilia signed? Anthony Noble checks in, says he's a legend, and you are correct, sir. He is quite the legend. I'm obviously Hellraiser, but then he's also had other books and stuff based off of his work, movies and stuff based off of his work too, that were really good, really fun stuff. So, yeah, glad to see he's back to like focusing on writing. because 31 projects. Be nice to get some of them done there, buddy, and get them out to us. I'm sure we're just waiting to gobble them up, to sink our teeth into them, right? All right. Well, chime in on Clive if you plan on seeing him at one of these final convention appearances. Okay, we're going to move on, and this one was kind of interesting. I found on Bloody Disgusting because I've worked with Barbara Crampton, and I remember this movie. It was a fun little 80s slasher. Tourist Trap remake in the works from producer Barbara Crampton, and this was 2 days ago. John Squires wrote this, and this is from the original there. Every year, hundreds of young people travel the country and disappear. 45 years after the release of cult classic Tourist Trap, Bloody Disgusting has exclusively learned this weekend that horror legend Barbara Crampton will be producing an upcoming remake of the 1979 horror movie. Okay, 79, not 80s, just on the cusp. Alliance Media Partners has acquired the rights to Tourist Trap, and Crampton, the company's vice president of production and development, will be producing the new take on the classic. Crampton is producing with Bob Portal, managing director and head of production at AMP. The original Tourist Trap was directed by David Schmoller. In the film, a group of young friends stranded at a secluded roadside museum are stalked by a masked assailant who uses his telekinetic powers to control the attraction's mannequins. Dun, dun, dun. Telekinetic killers. Chuck Connors played the villain, Mr. Slauson, the owner of Tourist Trap's Slauson's Lost Oasis. The ill-fated friends, well, they all get turned into mannequins, making for one wild finale. Megan Navarro wrote about Tourist Trap here on Bloody Disgusting. This slasher with a supernatural twist brings the nightmare fuel in the form of deeply unnerving mannequins. Mannequins are already terrifying with their lifelike appearance and vacant eyes. But what if they unhinged their jaws and made eerie sounds as they closed in on their victims for the kill? You get one of the creepiest slashers hailing from the golden era of the subgenre. You can watch the original 1979 movie's retro trailer below. You can stream the film on various platforms right now, including Shudder, Tubi, Peacock, Freevee, and AMC Plus. And stay tuned for more info on the Tourist Trap remake. And let's watch the old trailer. It's from 1979, man. Probably can't make trailers like this anymore either. So, all right, here we go. We're going to watch Tourist Trap trailer. Michael McDonald checking in. What's up, Michael? Just in time, we're watching the old 1979 Tourist Trap trailer. Let me minimize my screen here so you guys can see. Yeah, we'll make it a little bigger for you. A little better view of the trailer. Here we go. And apologies for the music in the background. The bands are here playing.
Every year, hundreds of young people travel the country and disappear. God help those who get caught in the Tourist Trap. Tourist Trap, where beautiful young people looking for excitement are tricked, terrorized, trapped.
That shit is fucking terrifying looking. Jesus Christ. I didn't realize my fear of mannequins. Oh yeah, the classic jump out the window move.
Shock you can see. Terror you can feel. Heart-stopping suspense that makes this the nightmare that never ends. Something crazy is going on at the Tourist Trap.
That shit's great. They could probably do some really cool stuff with that nowadays. Tourist Trap, very cool. I look forward to the remake. That's yeah, quite an unhinged old classic supernatural slasher. Very cool. What do you guys think? You down to check out a remake of Tourist Trap? Do you remember the original? I vaguely remember the original. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it because it looks really fucking creepy. So yeah, I'm definitely down to check that out. And I'll be looking forward to it. Produced by Barbara Crampton. Very cool. All right, next bit of news. We'll jump to this Blumhouse piece here. And take a look at this one. So this one's on iHorror. Posted about 6 hours ago. Anthony Pernica. Justin Seelig checking in. What's up, Justin? Thanks for tuning in. Blumhouse's The Wolfman reboot kicks off production with Lee Wanell at the helm. And here's our actors. Blumhouse Productions has officially commenced filming its reboot of the Universal Monsters legend Wolfman under the direction of Lee Wanell, known for his acclaimed work on The Invisible Man in 2020. The project promises to breathe new life into the iconic tale. The film is slated for a theatrical release on October 25th, marking a new chapter in the storied franchise. The journey of a Wolfman reboot began in 2020 when actor Ryan Gosling presented a fresh take on the classic story to Universal. This concept quickly evolved into a screenplay crafted by the talented duo Lauren Schuker Blum and Rebecca Angelo, who are known for their work on Orange is the New Black, alongside contributions from Wanell and Corbett Tuck. The narrative is set in contemporary times, drawing inspiration from the atmospheric tension of Jake Gyllenhaal's Nightcrawler, albeit with a distinct supernatural twist. The film has seen its share of directorial and casting shifts, with Wanell initially signing on direct in 2020, only to step away, then return after the project. After Gosling and director Derek Cianfrance exited. The lead roles have been filled by Christopher Abbott and Julia Garner, both of whom bring significant talent to the screen. Abbott portrays a man whose family faces the terror of a lethal predator, with Gardner likely playing his wife, sharing in the familial peril. The story also hints at a daughter named Ginger, adding a layer of depth to the family's harrowing experience. This reboot represents a collaboration between Blumhouse and Motel Movies, with Jason Blum producing. Ryan Gosling remains involved as an executive producer, alongside a bunch of people we don't give a shit about. The announcement of the film's production start was made by Jason Blum, who shared an exciting glimpse of Wanell on set, signaling the beginning of what is hoped to be a memorable addition to the horror genre. And, okay. Day one on set of Wolfman, Lee Wanell pictured. Wolfman reboot moves forward. Fans and newcomers alike are eager to see this modern interpretation pay his roots while offering fresh experience. Blah, 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 blah. All right. I don't know, man. I'm worried about this set in modern times thing, I guess. I mean, I guess they have to set it in modern times. People don't want to watch period pieces as much anymore. They tried doing the period piece with the Wolfman reboot with what's his name, Benicio del Toro, and it didn't do as well as they expected. Though they did Wolf with Jack Nicholson as a modern one, and I guess that one did okay. So I guess we're back to the modern take on the Wolfman. I'm going to check it out. I just, I tend to worry about stuff that's like, we have a modern take on the classic. They always ruin the modern take on the classic, don't they? It seems like they just ruin it every time they try and do a modern take. They just modern take the classic, The Crow, and they ruined it, it looks like. We're going to get to that one next, but yes, I kind of hate when they say, it's a modern take. Well, I wanted to take this old idea and give it a modern spin. A modern spin usually means slapping every Hollywood generic beat to death trope and cliche they possibly can on it. Whatever the current trope, cliche, Hollywood buzzword bullshit is, that's usually what they mean when they say, I want to give it a modern spin. No, you just took a good movie and put Hollywood spin on it. That's what you fucking do to them. So hopefully this isn't the case. We'll see. We shall fucking see, man. But yeah, hearing that, that's like a buzzword for doom for me when it comes to movies. The modern spin, a modern take. Past. But I love the fucking wolf, man. I love werewolves. So I'm going to watch this shit. I just pray it's not a steaming pile of modern take bullshit. TJ says, I have high hopes for the Wolfman. They better do it justice. Christina Jade Poulos is watching. Christina, I hope Poulos? I hope I pronounced that correctly. You could always jump in the chat and correct me. Greg Surfer checking in. What's up, Greg? Thanks for tuning in. Just got done talking about the Wolfman reboot, and it's a modern take, so take from that what you will. We'll see. I'm holding out hope that it'll be good. I love the fucking Wolfman, but I feel like they fucking ruin this stuff when they try and do a modern take on a fucking classic. What do you guys think? Jump into the comments and let me know. Let me post TJ's comment here. Oh, yeah, TJ says, I have high hopes for the Wolfman. Better do it justice. I agree. I hope they do it justice. All right, let's see what else we got on the slate. We got a couple more stories we're going to get to here. Here's one. I love the old I Know What You Did Last Summer movies, and I was excited to hear about this, and now we're getting a little more. Little tidbits are coming out. Little bits and pieces. Here we go. This one's on Bloody Disgusting. John Squires stays on top of it. Before I read this one, I got to read this quote from TJ. He says, as long as the Wolfman isn't an iCloud wolf, I'll be happy. Yeah, I hear you, TJ. We're going to get to that fucking thing in a minute. But all right, here we go. Bloody Disgusting. I Know What You Did Last Summer. Jennifer Love Hewitt can't confirm, but won't deny she's back for the sequel. And yeah, there she is. Jennifer Caton Robinson, Do Revenge, is on board to direct the next installment in the I Know What You Did Last Summer franchise for Sony, with Lee McKendrick writing the screenplay. So it's an all-female creative team. This is what everybody wants nowadays. Here it comes. This is what the studios are all looking for. So I hope they can write. I hope they're good. We shall see. I've not seen Do Revenge, so I'm not familiar with Jennifer Caton Robinson's body of work, nor have I seen MFA. I don't even know what that stands for. I assume that's just the name of the movie, MFA. So I am not familiar with Leah McKendrick's biggest body of work. They might have other stuff. Maybe I've seen some of the other stuff. I'm not going to get too deep into it. I'm just going to read this story because I don't really care about it. I care about I Know What You Did Last Summer. So we don't know if the original cast will be back for the new movie, but that's something Jennifer Love Hewitt is refusing to deny at this point in time. The actress told Entertainment Tonight over the weekend when asked if Julie James will be returning in the upcoming sequel to the 90s hit, I can't confirm, but I won't deny. Jennifer Love Hewitt notes in the same interview that she hasn't yet read the script for the film, but her comments do generally seem to suggest she's very much on board. We expect the next I Know What You Did Last Summer movie will mix new characters and legacy characters, as that tends to be the approach for this sort of franchise reboot here in the present day. Yep, there it is. That's the formula for success. Don't deviate away from it too far. Do it right. Stay tuned for more as we learn it. Jim Gillespie directed the original I Know What You Did Last Summer back in 1997, written by Kevin Williamson of Scream fame and based on Lois Duncan's novel. Okay. The film spawned sequels in 1998 and 2006. Jennifer Love Hewitt and Freddie Prinze Jr. only came back for the first sequel in 1990. In the 1997 slasher movie, four young friends bound by a tragic accident are reunited when they find themselves being stalked by a hook-wielding maniac in their small seaside town. Most recently, the franchise returned with Amazon's short-lived television series, which I enjoyed. I watched the series. I really liked it. I thought it was really good. It had nothing to do with the original Legacy cast or any of that. But it was totally in the spirit of I Know What You Did, in the spirit of the original I Know What You Did Last Summer. It was just a different kind of story. And there was a cool twist in there, and I enjoyed it. I watched, I think it had 2 seasons. It was pretty good. I dug it. If you were a fan of the old movies, give it a watch. It's on Amazon, so you can check it out there. Anna O checking in. What's up, Anna? And it says, hey, Deadsville Ronin. And Anthony Jello tuning in, and Tom Shalaba tuning in. What's up, fellas? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome all. We just finished up our story on I Know What You Did Last Summer reboot coming. Or is it a reboot? Is that what they're saying? Is it sequel? It's not a reboot. I was going to say, they can't, how are they going to, this is like the show was a reboot, I feel like. This is a sequel, though. So, yes, they're definitely bringing her back. If this is an actual sequel, she's coming back. They're not going to make the Scream mistake of not bringing Sidney Prescott back. They're going to bring Julie James back, okay? That's not, there's no way. No way. Jennifer Love Hewitt's coming back, baby, and I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. I remember her nickname. Anybody else remember her nickname in the 2000s that people were calling her? That rhymed with Jennifer Love Hewitt? Anyone? I'll give you a second before I reveal it, because I remember it. And of course, I probably get called misogynist and chastised for my male gaze. But there's a hint right there in the picture if you can't remember what her nickname was back in the 2000s. Jennifer Love Huge Tits. That's what people called her. That's what the nickname was. Jennifer Love Huge Tits back in the day. That's what we all called her. That's what my friends and everybody referred to her as. The new movie with Jennifer Love Huge Tits. And they're quite big. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna avert my male gaze to this picture. Come on. That's why, There it is. Anthony got it. Anthony Noble did get it. He did. There it is. Huge tits. Oh, that's not nice, Anthony. She looks like she fell off a tree. No, I haven't seen her recently, but she used to be cute. She was cute back in the day. And yes, great body. Yes, obviously. All right. Are we allowed to say that, or you go cancel me because of my male gaze? I'm not allowed to be attracted to women anymore. Yikes. Anyway, fuck that shit. Let's back to the news. All right. I Know What You Did Last Summer. I'm looking forward to it. What do you guys think? Let's knock that one out of there. And before we get to The Crow, I know that's what everybody wants to get to, The Crow, but we got a exclusive clip here we're going to watch because we got to watch something. I know we watched the Tourist Trap trailer, but yeah, Late Night with the Devil exclusive clip begins with the supernatural horror on Halloween 1977. Look at this fucking oh man, and I am super looking forward to this movie. I can't fucking wait to see this one, man. I love the 70s setting, the idea that it takes place during live television. And I'm not one of these dudes that loves exorcism movies. I tend to think they're pretty by the book at this point, blasé, and I don't really watch them because I don't know. If you've seen one, you've seen them all. But this one actually seems to kind of step outside the box of the exorcism movie. and give us this setting of 70s late night talk show. Man, it's fucking, I can't wait. All right. The trailer looks amazing. If you haven't watched the trailer yet, do yourself a favor and watch the trailer. The sets look great. It looks straight out of the 70s. So, all right, I'm going to read this, and we will watch this exclusive clip here on Bloody Disgusting. And this is from John Squires. He's on top of his shit. The upcoming Late Night with the Devil is one of the most buzzed about horror movies of the year, currently 100% fresh on Rotten Tomatoes and earning rave reviews from both Stephen King and Kevin Smith. And we've talked about that. King raves that the film is, quote, absolutely brilliant, adding that he couldn't take his eyes off it. Smith comments, I love it. It's Rosemary's Baby meets Network. David Dastmalchian, Dune the Suicide Squad, stars as the host of a late-night talk show that descends into a nightmare in the Ghostwatch and WNUF Halloween special-inspired film. IFC Films and Shudder will release the hotly anticipated Late Night with the Devil theatrically on March 22nd, before it heads to Shudder exclusively on April 19th, 2024. Begin the horror with a brand new exclusive clip below. David Dastmalchian stars as Jack Delroy, the charismatic host of Night Owls, and the film traces the ill-fated taping of a live Halloween episode in 1977 plagued by a demonic presence. That's fucking... Oh, it's such a good setup. It's such a good fucking setup. God, I fucking love it. The energetic and innovative feature hails from Australian writing, directing team Colin and Cameron Cairns, who did 100 Bloody Acres and Scare Campaign, which I haven't seen. I got to check these out. The film premiered last year at South by Southwest. Megan wrote in her review of the fest, Late Night with the Devil captures the chaotic energy of a late night show, embracing the irreverent comedy and stress of live television with a pastiche style. It's a clever Trojan horse for a surprising horror movie that goes full throttle on unhinged demonic mayhem. God, it sounds so good. The ingenuity, the painstaking period recreation, a riveting performance by Dastmalchian, and a showstopper of a finale make for one Halloween event you won't want to miss. Spooky Pictures founders Roy Lee and Steven Schneider, Derek Dalkey, and Future Pictures Matt Gavoni and Adam White and John Malloy all producing. And David Dastmalchian also serves as an executive producer. So, here we go. We're going to check out this clip. If you haven't watched the trailer yet, do yourself a favor and watch the trailer. But yeah, this clip, let's see what we got. I fucking love the trailer. I think the trailer looks awesome. So let's see what we got. This is a exclusive clip. An unmarried man, it looks like. Here we go. We're gonna. Oh, wait. You know what? Sorry. Let me make sure I make it big enough for you here, boo believers. Let's close that out. Let's get me down here. Give you a nice big screen to watch, and now we will do the thing. Come on.
Folks, when we come back, though, we're going to have to take a quick break, folks. When we come back, though, one of the old friends of our show, who always... Christy.
Something very intense here.
Perhaps, are we getting another message from Edmund?
No, this is... I'm getting the name Minnie. Does anyone here know a Minnie? Please accept.
Does this name mean anything to anyone in the studio? No? Perhaps a name that sounds like Minnie. Maybe it's like a Millie or a Mandy. I had a great Aunt Molly.
It's Minnie! Please, who will accept? So much sadness. I see a wedding ring. An unmarried man with a wedding ring. The spirit needs to talk to you. Who are you?
Okay, folks? Just our old park hands acting up.
Gone. She's gone. She's gone.
Leo? we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to be right back after these messages.
All right, there you go. Definitely get that old school 70s talk show vibe there. The cool thing with the eye he did. What do you guys think? Late Night with the Devil. Are you going to go check it out in theaters? It comes out in theaters like a few weeks before it goes to Shudder. So I'm going to hit the theaters for it. I think that'll be a good one to see in theaters, especially with the buzz around it. Should be a good amount of people in there checking it out. It's always fun to see with a larger group. So what do you guys think? You're going to check out Late Night with the Devil in theaters, or are you going to wait for it to come on to Shudder and watch it at home? You can let me know in the chat. All right. Well, I guess it's about time to move on to our last story of the day. And here we go. The Crow. Oh, man. I watched the trailer last week, and it looks like a piece of shit. I mean, it literally looks like Crow Wick. Like a generic Hollywood script filled with terrible fucking Hollywood cliches that we've seen a million times before. And yeah, it looks like it's got some great action sequences in it, but I don't know. I don't know. All right, I'm just going to read the fucking story because I'm probably with Alex Proyas here. I am not in favor of this thing. They should have just done a different fucking character. The director of original classic The Crow, Alex Proyas, has made no secret of the fact that he's not a fan of what he's seen from the remake so far. Proyas has made it clear over the years that he's never been in favor of the original movie being remade. He wrote a heartfelt post on Facebook back in 2017 explaining why he feels a remake is disrespectful to the late Brandon Lee's memory and legacy, and he's very much sticking to that opinion. Taking to Facebook this morning, Proyas elaborated a bit further on some of his recent posts, slamming the new take on The Crow, calling back to his aforementioned comments from 2017. Proyas writes, I really don't get any joy from seeing negativity about any fellow filmmakers' work, and I'm certain the cast and crew really had all good intentions, as we all do on any film. So it pains me to say any more on this topic, but I think the fans' response speaks volumes. The Crow is not just a movie. Brandon Lee died making it, and it was finished as a testament to his lost brilliance and tragic loss. It is his legacy. That's how it should remain. The comments were made in response to an article on last week's trailer for The Crow remake, which discussed the staggering amount of dislikes it has received on YouTube. Damn right, with good reason. Specifically, reacting to the trailer for The Crow remake starring Bill Skarsgård, Alex Proyas referred to the film as Crow Wick. Yep, just like the rest of us, noting the similarities to the John Wick movies. You can check out Proyas' latest Facebook comments below. And that's what he had said. The Crow reboot will release in theaters June 7th. Bill Skarsgård said in a new statement, I was a huge fan of the original film growing up as a kid and was so honored to take on the role of Eric Draven, but what really drew me to it was what Rupert Sanders wanted to do with it. He wanted to completely reimagine the story and the character and tailor it towards a modern audience. There it is, the modern audience! Oh yay, the modern audience! It's a character that I know many revere and have a strong connection to. He's unlike any I've ever taken on before. Working with the remarkably talented FKA Twigs was magical. I felt a responsibility to Eric's story and endeavor to stay true to the spirit of the source material. Can't wait for the world to see the film and hope it resonates with audiences as strongly as it did with those of us involved. And I've read this fucking quote before. And I'll tell you what, you know what? I like Bill Skarsgård, but here he's just talking out of two sides of his fucking face. He's just talking out two sides of his fucking face. He immediately contradicts himself. I'm going to highlight it just so you guys can see. There we go. So he says, first he says, but what really drew it to him is what Rupert Sanders wanted to do with it. He wanted to completely reimagine the story and the character and tailor it towards a modern audience, right? So he says that, and in a sentence later, He says, I felt a responsibility to Eric's story and endeavor to stay true to the spirit of the source material. How do you do both? How do you stay true to the source material through responsibility to Eric's story? How do you endeavor to stay true to the source material and yet completely reimagine the story and the character and tailor it towards a modern audience? Do you see how you, like, is it just me? Is it just me, or does he seem like he just contradicted himself literally in the same fucking sentence? I just, this is just all Hollywood bullshit. This movie is just another fucking cash grab. Don't even bother. Save your fucking money. I don't know. I used to like Bill Skarsgård, but he just wants to fucking work like any other actor and be rich and famous and fly to the fucking Forbidden Islands and all that other shit that these fucking people do. So, oh yes, in the new movie, soulmates Eric Draven and Shelley Webster are brutally murdered when the demons of her past, her dark past, catch up with them. Because that's way not in keeping with the fucking original story. There was no dark past and demons of Shelley's past. Way to victim blame too there. Because of Shelley's dark past catching up with them. Given the chance to save his true love by sacrificing himself, Eric sets out to seek merciless revenge on the killers, traversing the ones that live and dead and put the wrong things right. I mean, they basically just tried to make goth John Wick. And he's not even that goth. Because they didn't even make it goth. They made fucking, he's like a fucking SoundCloud dipshit. Yeah, zero interest in this one. Totally pass it on that. I don't even know if I'll watch it once it's free. And I hope it fucking bombs. The problem is, here's the problem, Boo Believers. Just like, I mean, and I don't know how many of you have actually realized this or not. Hollywood doesn't care about making good movies. They don't give a shit. They don't give a shit if the movie's good or not. They don't care. They care about making money. That's all Hollywood cares about. That's all they fucking care about. They care about money. So that's why you get Five Nights at Freddy's that looks awesome, but the story is just a steaming pile of shit. But because this new generation, this next generation has kind of been conditioned to just take shit and eat it. They just eat shit. They love it. They love shit. That stupid Five Nights at Freddy's movie made a shit ton of money. And they're going to make more. And they'll probably be just as poorly written because Hollywood's not going to learn their lesson. They just want to make money. That's what they're all about. And this remake of The Crow, wake up. It's not, they're not even trying to make it a good movie. They're trying to make it a money-making movie. So they're trying to get all the kids who get these stupid fucking tattoos and these stupid fucking scribble art shit all over them and want to be SoundCloud rappers and you know, smoking meth outside 7-Eleven, I guess, or whatever the fuck this dude looks like he's been doing. Yeah, that's what they want. They just, and again, this is all just, this is literally all flash and zero substance. There is zero substance in this fucking movie. I guarantee it. I guarantee there is zero fucking substance here. This is all sugarcoating. They're going to make it flashy action sequences. That's what we saw in the trailer, and blood and boom boom and John Wick, because that's what people want to fucking pay to see nowadays. And they dressed him up like fucking Post Malone and Machine Gun Kelly's illegitimate love child. And yeah, that's all they give a shit about. The story is complete ass. This is just a way for them to cash in on a fucking franchise that they don't have to think too hard about once again. And they send one of their fucking piece of shit, just graduated from Hollywood bullshit film school script writers to doctor up the fucking thing and just get, hey, make it about trauma. Trauma is what's big with the kids now. Make it about trauma. They got trauma. Yeah. Yeah, give them some trauma. And some shitty tattoos. There you go. Trauma and shitty tattoos. Yeah, that's what the kids want. I can't do it. Sorry. But again, this isn't for me, and they won't get my fucking money. So this thing looks like a fucking turd. If they would have done this, you know how many different, like Eric Draven, Brandon Lee's character, the character from the original Crow, was just one of many crows, one of many people to inherit the mantle of the Crow, one of many. You know, easily it would have been for them to not shit on Brandon Lee's memory and make this somebody besides Eric Draven, and then nobody would give a shit that he looks like Florida meth head. Okay? Nobody would give a shit if this was not Eric Draven, but they made this Eric Draven. This is what fucking kills me, because like you already have the Crow franchise. Just use the fucking Crow name and say, yeah, we're gonna make it a different fucking Crow. It's still the fucking Crow. Then you get to have all of the IP milk money from using the name The Crow, and then you don't piss off all the fucking Brandon Lee original The Crow Eric Draven fans of the fucking source material, because that's all you did. And now I love that it's I read the story. There was like at the time that they wrote, and it's probably even worse now. There was like 50,000 likes and like 80,000 thumbs downs on the fucking YouTube trailer, and people just ripping the shit out of it. Every comment was ripping the shit out of it. I mean, I should go to YouTube and just read some of the comments as we close out this fucking show, but it's such a fucking piece of shit. It's such a... I'm going to bring it up. There we go. The Crow official trailer. This is Miramax's YouTube. So this should give us... I'm not going to watch it again. I'm not going to give them the fucking satisfaction.
I want you to lead.
And I don't care about this either. Shut up. Skip and stop. Oh, man. 9 years ago. God damn it. It's not the right one. Is this the right one? Come on. Show me the rest of the fuck. Yeah, Lionsgate movies. There you go. It looks like the thumbs down was fucking... That's not even a thumbs down. Okay, there it is. It just showed up. Good. That's hilarious. At first, I couldn't even... So many people must be thumbs downing this thing that it didn't even show up for a second. Keith Murphy checking in. What's up? Amanda May checking in. What's up, Amanda? Kara says, remember the piece of shit Edward Furlong Crow? Yes, I do remember that piece of shit movie. Was he wasn't supposed to be... Oh, yeah, he was Eric Draven, wasn't he? God damn it. Stupid motherfuckers. Yeah, I'm not even going to watch it. I just want to read some of the comments. These are going to be good. You guys ready? We're going to read some comments on here. There are 24,711 comments. Oh, my God. And I bet that like 99% of them are negative. All right. So this one's from @eCrypto. In the original, Eric looks like he plays guitar for Nine Inch Nails. In the reboot, Eric looks like he raps on SoundCloud. That's what I said, dude. He looks like a SoundCloud rapper. Abso-fucking-lutely. Brandon Lee never dies. Brad Carpenter, ATA1, says, clearly they remade The Crow without understanding what made The Crow so iconic and incredible to begin with. Even the scenes missed the mark. The original Crow was dark and gritty, not night shots and rain, giving you the feeling of a darker version of Gothic. Yes, well, I mean, this is not supposed to be a Gothic movie. They don't know anything about Goth. They just want to make a fucking gritty, R-rated John Wick ripoff. That's exactly what this looks like. It looks like John Wick Goth Wick. Yeah, a lot of people are telling him you shouldn't have done this. The true Crow, Brandon Lee. Oh, here's a good one. The only thing this trailer accomplished was making me want to watch the original. I will thumbs up that one. Well, boys, guess they saved us a movie ticket. We just saw the whole movie in 2 minutes. Well, that happens in every trailer nowadays, and there's not going to be any twists or turns in this movie. It's going to be a directly it's going to be a cookie cutter by the book Hollywood fucking revenge tale. That's exactly what this fucking piece of shit is going to be. TJ says the shitty Edward Furlong crow is probably 1,000 times better than this. And Kara says, no, I forgot what his name was, something stupid. Yeah, I didn't think he was Eric. See, but that's the thing. Like, they were smart enough with that Edward Furlong crow sequel to not make him Eric Draven. They made him somebody else, which is what they should have fucking done with this one if they had an eighth of a fucking brain. But Hollywood doesn't even have an eighth of a fucking brain. Jonathan Kyle says, why does the crow look like Machine Gun Kelly dressed up like Florida Joker? Yep. Oh, man. Original movie has angry crow. This movie has angry crowd. Every 90s goth kid playing Burn by The Cure over and over tonight to try and brain bleach this trailer from our minds. This one, the Batman looked more like the Crow than this movie does. Yes, it sure did. There's a lot of bright scenes in this movie. There's no, like, it's not, like, it was raining all the time in The Crow. It can't rain all the time. Dude, fucking, come on, man. Like, it's supposed to be overcast, not, like, bright and glistening. Like, it's funny how even when it rains in these new fucking Hollywood movies, it's never like dull or like overcast. It's still like bright and glistening. So the shit's shiny. That's what that fucking Crow picture looks like. Look at this fucking, like, it's wet, but look at it. It's all fucking glistening and bright. Like, it doesn't look gloomy and moody like the original fucking movie did. This is just like it's so bad. Kara checked in and said none of the sequels were Eric Draven. Good. That's the way it should have been. Nobody should have fucking touched Eric Draven after what happened to Brandon Lee. Oh, Caper1 says, there's one good thing about this trailer. It makes me appreciate the original movie even more than I did back then. Kara says, not goth enough. No, exactly. That's exactly what it is. What else? Do we have any other good ones? Brandon Lee looked like a rock star. This guy looks like a peso pluma in this movie. Just because he was good in the It remake doesn't make him the It guy for remakes. Not bad. Not bad wordplay there. There you go. Archangel 20X hits the nail on the head. As a fan of the original, why couldn't they just make this guy his own character with his own story? Yes. Yes. Then do whatever the fuck you want with them. Just don't make it Eric Draven. We've already had Eric Draven's story. We don't need it again. We don't need a reboot. And what the hell is the fascination with making everybody look like a SoundCloud rapper? Because that's what Hollywood suits think kids like these days. That all the kids are into the sound, into the Tekashi 6ix9ine and the Machine Gun Kelly and the Post Malone. There's some fucking, I guarantee that there was some fucking suited up white, old crusty white dudes and maybe one younger one, young fucking Republican who was in there, and he's the in touch one. And he was like, yeah, you know what the kids like today is the Post Malone and the face tattoos and the squiggly, stupid little ironic tattoos that they get now. That's what the SoundCloud rappers, that's what they like. Oh, it's fucking infuriating. I need to do a sketch where I fucking recreate the meeting for this, and then I go in with a baseball bat and just smash their fucking... I smash everything. I smash everything. Jacqueline Martin says, for a second, I thought I was watching Suicide Squad 2 with the guy looking like the Joker. Yes, that was my first thought. If you saw my page, when they first released the look, I put the side-by-side comparison with Suicide Squad, Jared Leto, Joker, because that's exactly what he fucking looked like to me, man. It was the Croaker. I'm like, man, didn't you guys learn from the backlash? They tried this shit with the Joker, and everybody, like, there was huge backlash against it. And then they're going to do it again. And then it's huge. I mean, Hollywood just never learns. They just never fucking learn. Oh, James T5407 says, Hollywood, the place that just can't leave good things alone. That's right. That's right. I like the part where he says, "It's Morbin time," and proceeds to yeet. I'm thumbs up in that comment. Oh, it's Morbin time. Oh, man. It's I'm sorry, the crow isn't supposed to be Batman or Joker combined, and crying emojis. Oh, man. If we keep hitting the dislike button, maybe they'll just put it on streaming now. Getting super easy, barely an inconvenience vibes. R.I.P. Brandon Lee. Yep, agreed. I'm definitely getting some, some what do you call it? Some pitch meeting vibes. The best part of the trailer is when he says, "It's crowing time." There's a good one. Jared Leto's Joker and Hayden Christensen's Anakin Skywalker had a mullet baby, and it equals the crow. Shot like a Netflix film, doesn't even come close to the dark, grimy atmosphere Alex Proyas and crew created in the original. That's for fucking sure. Oh, man. All right. Yeah, here we go. This sums it up. Good to know that movie studios still don't care about making good movies anymore. Nope, they only care about making money, and that's what this thing is to them. It's an attempt to make money. They're gonna make money from it. That's all they care about. That's why fucking Crow looks like a SoundCloud rapper, because they want the kids' money, and they figure that's how they can get it, by connecting these fucking doodle tat dipshits to the young generation, as they think that's what's fucking cool. So there it is. I hope this blows up in their fucking face. I hope this thing is such a box office bomb. I hope it bombs, man. That would be the only justice. But again, the kids will go pay for it, I guarantee, because they don't give a shit about the original Crow. They don't have any loyalty to the original Crow movie. They didn't watch that shit. They don't give a shit. They'll probably love this bullshit, because kids today have no fucking taste. I know I'm yelling at the clouds right now, but they shelled out for Five Nights at Freddy's and kept going back, and that movie made a shit ton of money, and that was the script was just fucking awful. So I can't see this being much better. All right, boo believers, I'm gonna wrap it up for the day. 6 o'clock. We put in our hour. Got our horror fix in for the day. I'm going to get back to editing some videos. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. Do the same for Steph Infection and Maddie Morningstar and Deadsville Productions, Dickie Devil and the Deviants, all of us here in Deadsville. And make sure you check out my latest reels. I just dropped another one today featuring Dirk Darkley. They should have had him play the Crow. He would have been way better. Dirk Darkley and Maddie Morningstar in another one. And yeah, we have a bunch of them coming out, starring Maddie Morningstar, Steph Infection, and Dirk Darkley. And I've got a little 3-minute short that I should have done later today that I'll have uploaded. It won't be a reel. It'll be like a video you can watch on my page. So stay tuned later today, boo believers. That one's almost done. I can probably go in and knock it out in the next hour and hopefully have it uploaded. So we shall see. But, well, I guess I should stop sharing. You guys can't see me. Sorry about that. There I am. Apologies. Yes, I've got a new, it's like a 3-minute short. Dirk Darkley's Guide to Getting a Goth Girl. So stay tuned. It'll be up later today, I'm sure, if it doesn't take too long to render. It's almost done in post. And I'm going to bang it out. Get it out there. All right, that's going to do it. Until Wednesday, boo believers, I will see y'all then. We'll be back with some more news, catch up, and yeah, you can let me know what you thought of Dirk's latest videos on Wednesday. All right, till then. Stay spooky.